The Money Map is a 3 consultation package that is designed to help you to overcome the hurdles on the path to prosperity. Available at an introductory rate for a limited time only, with the free bonus of a VIP Voxer day with me. Voxer is the text, video, and voice messaging app where you'll be able to reach out to me over the course of your VIP day. If you're interested in purchasing this, you can do that at the link above. So sometimes we feel like we don't really have a leg to stand upon. And what are you going to do at those moments? What can you do? Well, you stand on your feet because your feet are, well, they're a little bit, usually wider and broader and a little bit easier to stand on. And, you can actually feel the ground with your toes rather than standing on your legs where you're just going to kind of, weeble and wobble, right? And ultimately, potentially, teeter and totter and fall over, right? But you don't want to do that. And I'm kidding, of course, but on a certain level, I'm not, which is we have this tendency as humans to base our stability on something that isn't very stable, something that isn't very solid. And it's natural because we look at what we think is going to keep us secure in life, and we grasp onto that and we hang on to it for dear life. And when its foundation is, well, somewhat threatened or just changing or shifting, it's easy to feel insecure at those times. But in essence, aren't you being given an opportunity, even though it feels like it's an opportunity that you don't really want and you'd rather not go through it? And what is that opportunity about? Well, you're being given a choice to seek security in something that's a little more solid, to find stability in a space where you're going to be able to maintain it to a certain degree, regardless of the circumstances that you're dealing with. You're being given an opportunity to develop self-trust, which is the unshakable foundation that'll place you in a position where you're never concerned about the ups and downs of life, or, maybe you're concerned about it, a lot less than you would be otherwise, because throughout any circumstance that you face, you're going to be able to handle it. And this particular full moon cycle has you facing a situation that, as you are trying to keep track of the niggling little details that are just annoying the what out of you, well, you slip. You kind of, fall like apart on holding on to one or two of those. And you're faced with the choice of trying to pick up all those little pieces that are falling by the wayside, or to keep moving onward. Imagine if you were climbing a cliff face and you're hanging on with one hand, and suddenly your mobile phone falls out of your hand and goes careening down the mountain. Are you going to go try to grab it, or are you just going to keep climbing upwards so that you can get to a place of greater stability? You need to, at this particular phase, continue to look upwards, continue to focus on that which is inspiring you and driving you onwards and hopefully upwards, rather than focusing on the things that you're not being able to do. You need to focus on the things that you can still make a difference with. If you focus too much on what's not working, you're going to lose your confidence. It's only natural. You'll lose your confidence because you'll tend to see yourself as someone who's failing, or someone who's falling short of the mark, someone who's not able to climb that mountain that you're having to overcome. Whereas instead, if you just keep on climbing, you stand a much greater chance of reaching the top than you do focusing on what's beneath you. So don't get so caught up in what you're not able to do. Instead, build yourself a firmer foundation for what you're trying to achieve. Don't let your confidence or your stability be shaken by the fact that your chances of achieving your goal seem to be somewhat wavering. You could choose at that particular moment to just completely give up, or you can choose to keep going forward. You're going to do better and stand a greater chance of succeeding if you do the latter. And if you could use a little bit of help with whatever process you're working through with this full moon cycle or with the path ahead, I do also offer what are called Empower Hour consultations, single sessions to help you with whichever area of life you're looking to improve. And if you're interested in scheduling one of those with me, you can do that through the link you'll see above. That's going to do it for this look at the full moon in Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, which takes place on the 7th of March, 2023. Now, a lot of times I get these quick messages from people going, I thought the full moon was in this lunar mansion. Vedic astrology uses something called an ayanamsha, and whilst there's a standardized one, many astrologers use different ayanamshas in order to give them a greater level of precision. And I use an ayanamsha that places the full moon cycle in Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra. If you're interested in more information on that, you can feel free to put something in the comments below, and I'll send you some details. Until next time, everybody, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.